£100,000. It's a bit of a milestone, isn't it? It's a figure that many of us aspire to achieve, and often more than double our NHS salaries. So 100K can feel like a huge marker of success. In this episode, I'm going to outline exactly what you need in order to get there. So first of all, I really want to start with the maths. You know, what you're selling and at what price and how many. Say, for instance, you have a course or a package of one-to-one consultations, and that's priced at £500. So to hit your 100K target, you will need to sell 200 of these in a year. That equates to 17 sales per month, or roughly 4 sales in a week, which actually, if you think about it, is less than 1 sale per day. Now, if you sold something more expensive, I've got a £997 programme for extreme fussy eaters. To hit my 100K in a year, I'd need to sell 100 of those, which is 8 or 9 a month, so just 2 in a week. And if you sold something low cost, like an ebook, say at £27, you'd need to sell 3,700 odd, which equates to about 309 copies per month, so quite a lot more. But breaking it down this way makes that £100,000 goal so much more tangible, because you can really get clear on what that actually means. Now, if you're someone who sells one-to-one consultations, and for that £500, each client is seen 3 times, that means that every single week on average, you're going to be seeing 12 clients. Now, does that feel doable? Because to me, that feels like a lot. And what happens is you're just going to reach a threshold where you physically can't sell anymore because you don't have enough capacity to see any more people. So when I decided that I wanted to hit that 100K milestone, I knew that I needed to add in courses and digital products to make it scalable. And I'd love for you to be thinking along those lines too, if 100K is a goal that you might have on your vision board. So back in 2020, my goal was to double my NHS salary. I was working full time at the time. I was an 8B consultant dietitian, and my salary was around about 62,000 per year, which wasn't bad. But you know what? I really just didn't feel comfortable giving up that regular salary until I knew I had money in the bank. And my goal was to double it. I wanted 124,000, and I achieved that in February the following year. And after 22 years in the NHS, I did not want to see any more patients. Essentially, I thought what I would be doing is jumping from one full-time job to another. And so instead, what I decided to do was launch a membership, and that was £42 per month. So once you've done the maths and you can see exactly how many sales you need to make each day and each week, you then need to develop a system for generating those sales. And this is what I do with my clients inside Accelerate, my group mastermind program. So we always start with the end in mind. How many sales do we want to make? And once you know that, you then just need to work backwards. You need to work out how many hot leads you need to have in order to get those sales. So if we take that £500 offer as an example again, and say you make your sales usually via discovery calls, and you know that around about half the people who book a call with then usually go on to buy. So you will know that you need to have 8 calls booked in every single week in order to generate those 4 sales. And then what you do is you take a step back again and you go, okay, what do I need to do to get 8 people booking calls? So if you've got an email list, and I really hope you do, the people on there, these are your warm leads. So you might know that to get 8 people booking your calls, you need to send so many emails in a month. For me, it's 4. For you, it might be something different. Or if you don't have an email list and you get your leads from social media, you'll know that you need to post so many posts every single week so that you can get people into the DMs and have conversations in order to warm them up and pitch your offer that way. So then they go on to book those calls. So the number that you need at this stage is really going to depend on your unique business, who you've got in your audience, and also, of course, your marketing and your sales skills. But honestly, that part, it's just a numbers game. However, there are a few more less tangible things that I've learned about earning six figures, and I really want to share these with you now. So the very first thing that I want you to know is just keep it simple. So what I mean by this is focus on having just one offer, selling it by one strategy or funnel, and that includes just one social media platform. And the reason why I say this is because when it's just you in your business, which it often is when you're under that magic £100,000 threshold, you're wearing all the hats, you're playing all the roles, from marketing manager to financial director to graphic designer to accountant, and then, of course, being the health professional that you are. But when your business is making money consistently and predictably, you can take that 100K and you can spend some of it on a marketing manager, for example. And then that means you can add in a second social media platform, and your time is now freed up and you can go on to develop that second offer that you might want to put out there. But keep it simple at the start. Number 2 is making visibility your priority. You have to get visible. You have to get out there, and you have to talk about your business to make sure that it's seen and that people know about you. Not only do you need to be visible, but you need to shine. Now, I love that word because it's all about stepping out of your comfort zone and rising above everyone else out there who does what you do. You want to be focusing on just one thing that you want to be known for. Some examples for you, if you think about it, we all know Deliciously Ella. She's known for her plant-based recipes and whole foods. We all know about Michael Mosley, for example. He's known for the 5-2 intermittent fasting diet. And then we all know Tim Spector. He's known for his work in microbiome and personalized nutrition. Love them or loathe them. I'm not saying anything either way here. That is not the point. The point is, what is your thing? What do you want to be known for when you're making yourself and your business visible? Also, where are you going to be visible? Are you going to be pitching yourself as a podcast guest? Do you want to do Instagram lives with other people who share the same ideal customer demographics as you? Or maybe it's physical, in-person networking groups or forums. It could be Facebook groups, it could be PR. What I'd love for you to do is just set yourself a goal to go and connect with new people every single day in your business. Who knows where just chatting with new people might lead? Number 3 is an important one. If you want to hit that 6-figure mark, you need to be serious about your business and you need to go all in on it. Hitting £100,000 in your business isn't something you do part-time on the side whilst juggling your NHS work or your paid employment. It does require full commitment. My next point here is about making that commitment to take your business seriously and to go all in on it. Committing to focus on whatever your business needs. It might be that you need to invest in a course to learn some new skills, or a coach or a mentor or a piece of new software or tech. But essentially, you've got to commit to doing the work. It does take self-discipline, which is why it's really important to keep the actual strategy really simple in the first place. But part of taking your business seriously is stepping up and into the role of CEO and not thinking of yourself as just the business owner. So this means you need to think of your business as a business. It's not yours. It's an entity in its own right. And when you take this CEO perspective, you start to see things with a new clarity. You'll lose the emotion to a degree, and it becomes so much easier to see what you can let go of, what you can stop doing, what you can delegate to an administrator. Tracking your progress and knowing your numbers or analytics data is also essential, because when you know your numbers, that allows you to make evidence-based decisions, and then you can adjust your strategies to make sure you're actually truly moving forward. But this is all part of being serious about business and going all in and committing to it. And you also need to be prepared to invest. Scaling to six figures will likely mean investing. And I want you to think of it as investing and not spending money. You need to ditch that scarcity mindset and adopt a growth mindset. So yes, this might mean dipping into your profits, but that's okay, because to invest is to grow. And then last but not least, you've got to uplevel your mindset. And this leads me beautifully into my final point, which is upleveling your mindset, because achieving a six-figure business requires more than just strategy and hard work. It requires a significant shift in mindset. Tony Robbins famously said, success is 80% mindset and just 20% strategy. And what this means is that you need to cultivate confidence. You need to be brave enough to put yourself out there as the face and the voice of your business. This is all about believing in your value, in your expertise, and the impact that you know it can make on the people you help. So first of all, embrace that growth mindset. And this means viewing challenges as opportunities. It means expenditure on investments to learn and grow rather than to shrink and hide when scary things and obstacles come your way. When you encounter setbacks, and yes, they will happen, instead of feeling defeated, see them as lessons, as valuable lessons that bring you a step closer towards your goal. The first time I was trolled on social media was when I posted on Instagram about some new research I'd learned at a conference, and I was told that I was wrong by tons of parents who tagged in other parenting experts, who tagged in other nutrition professionals, and even a consultant pediatrician. And all of them agreed with those comments, stating that I was wrong. So how did I react? At the time, I wasn't resilient. I hid. I switched off the comments on the post. I left social media for a few days, and I spent that time feeling awful, wallowing in my misery. Then the next time it happened, I'd done the mindset work when a nurse started sending me these really abusive messages, actually, and comments on my posts, because there was a stock image that I'd used of a baby surrounded by fruit, but one of those fruits were grapes, a choking hazard. I was a lot calmer when this happened. Hands up, I hadn't spotted the grape in this lovely stock image of a baby surrounded by fruit, but I owned up and I changed that image, and then I blocked her and I carried on running my business. You also need to be confident, and this is definitely part of mindset, because confidence isn't something that just happens to you overnight. It grows over time, and actually it grows with each small step that you take outside of your comfort zone. Start by stretching yourself slightly beyond what feels comfortable, and absolutely celebrate your success when you do it. I'm not sure who said this. I couldn't work out where this quote came from, but one of the lessons I learned quite early on in my business was great things sit on the other side of discomfort. And that is so true. And then also having a support system can make a huge difference in maintaining a positive mindset. It helps you stay motivated. It also helps you build confidence. Surround yourself with a group of supportive people. If you're not there already, I'd love to have you in my business Facebook group. It's called Beyond the Clinic Business. Come and join us and connect with other like-minded health entrepreneurs. And finally, of course, be kind to yourself. Recognize that perfection isn't the goal here, progress is. Building a six-figure business really is a challenging journey, and there will be bumps along the way, but it is totally doable as long as you do it with strategy, the right strategy, and you go all in and commit to it 100%. There you have it. You now know what it takes to have a six-figure year, from the maths to the mindset. But my best advice to you is just keep it simple, but go all in and make visibility your priority. And that's so that you have this lovely, warm pipeline of leads, of potential customers who are ready and waiting to buy from you. So my action step for you today is a really simple one. I just would love to know, are you ready to fully commit to your business and go all in? Come and tell me. I would love to know. And join me next time where we are going to be diving into mindset and in particular, how to increase your confidence in business. Bye for now.